It is late in the 20th century. The people of Earth have taken giant strides in attaining what once had seemed the remotest of dreams. Internationally enforced peace, zero population growth, a stabilized ecology, farming of the oceans for foods and fuels. Yet in conquering the planet's many challenges, humanity is unaware that another world in the infinite ether of space is now preparing to conquer Earth with merciless, cold-blooded devastation. The attack comes without warning. Using weaponry beyond human imagination, the aliens from outer space rage across the face of the planet, leaving havoc and death in their wake. The campaign stretches into decades. Centuries of civilization are reduced to smoldering ruin. The enemy occupies major cities, then whole countries, and finally seems on the verge of subduing the entire planet. Suddenly, as the aliens have struck, they are destroyed. Salvation comes ironically from the lowest of Earth's creatures. A microscopic virus, harmless to man in the end, proves fatal to the invaders. Witnessing the death of their advanced forces, the enemy's motherships retreat into deep space to regroup. The longest and most destructive battle ever known to man is over. But the War of the Worlds has just begun. It is a war that will first be fought in space. Earth sends 6 starships to pursue the enemy. Among them, the hyperspace carrier Pegasus, under the command of Colonel James Anderson. For the 50 men and women of her crew, Pegasus will be more than an attack ship. She will be an Earth home, a fortress in battle. For some, a place to grow up in. For others, a place to find love. Sometimes, a place to die. Colonel Anderson's mission, to engage the enemy, to make peace with him if possible, to destroy him if that is the only alternative. Every member of the crew under Anderson has volunteered for strong personal reasons. All are unique in their abilities. All are fighters, determined that future generations on Earth will live free of the alien threat. The Pegasus pursues the enemy across the void and trackless wastes of space to the solar system nearest that of Earth, to the double star system of Alpha Centauri. It is here in Alpha Centauri, on a planet Anderson and his crew will christen Mega, that the War of the Worlds begins. Cut off by an ionized belt from all communications with Earth, losing contact with the motherships of the aliens, Anderson makes a crucial decision. The planet has an atmosphere similar to Earth's. There is no sign of the enemy, yet scanners on the Pegasus pick up a signal from Mega's surface. Is it a cry for help or a trap? Anderson will take 2 of his smaller scout ships and explore the planet's surface for himself. Back on Earth, the International Federation learns that Pegasus has vanished in the same area an exploratory party disappeared some 15 years earlier. Under the circumstances, there can be no reinforcements. The 5 other ships sent after the enemy will be recalled to protect Earth against future assault. If alive, Jim Anderson and his crew must engage the enemy without help and alone. Amidst sand-blown, long-deserted remains of destruction, they find what is left of the first party of explorers from Earth. A distress signal still transmitting. Several deteriorated corpses. Her ship's log. Scant evidence of what really happened. Who attacked the Earthmen? Who or what? Then why? And if any, where are the survivors? The answers begin to come. In a weird underground hell, Anderson and his men meet the first of their antagonists. The same creatures who invaded Earth, tentacled dwarfs, reptilian man-beasts from a primordial slime, cunningly intelligent beings, yet still creatures and servants of a power beyond human reckoning. Still, they are only the first agents of an unknown evil who will fight the crew of the Pegasus. Yet to come will be a race of primates, noble, brilliant warriors, slaves to the unseen power, and a colony of humans, survivors of the first exploration party, but now only mind-controlled robots. These creatures and others will be the combatants in a continuing battle to survive, a battle which one day will bring Colonel Anderson and his men to the ultimate source of the evil they face. They will call it Endor, the seat of darkness, a planet where the suns are perpetually dim, its surface a surreal clutter of waste, its oceans turned to stagnant bogs, a world destroyed by its own refuse, mute evidence as to why its inhabitants chose to colonize Earth and other livable planets. Who or what is the ultimate intelligence in Endor? Before that final question is answered on War of the Worlds, Jim Anderson and his men will encounter many adventures, fight many and diverse foes. In space, and on the surface of Mega, and other planets in Alpha Centauri. The War of the Worlds will be brought to you by a creative staff headed by multiple Academy Award winner George Pal, Dean of Motion Picture Science Fiction. Work is already underway to bring this exciting concept to fruition. Award-winning art director Matt Jeffries, the man responsible for the production design and execution of Star Trek, refines a design for one element of a complex weaponry system. Someday it will pose a major threat to the Pegasus. Evolving from the rich imaginations of this creative team, sketches, illustrations, and models show glimpses of the exciting, challenging worlds Colonel Anderson and his crew will encounter. Futuristic sets are in design, as are concepts of the varied life forms the expedition in space will confront. Lee Vasquez, winner of an Academy Award in special effects for the original motion picture War of the Worlds and longtime associate of George Pal, is nearing completion of an advanced propulsion design. This is only the beginning, but the countdown has begun. The countdown to a television entertainment milestone, War of the Worlds.
Anderson? Anderson? It's clear. There's a storage area we can wait in. Commander, if I were laying a trap, I'd return with the guards. No one wants to leave Endor more than I. Trust me. Got to hurry. very soon. They clear the area just before they bring one in. You'll be recognized immediately in those. I'll see what I can get. Keep out of sight. Long, unloading's a quick operation.
What happens once we're inside?
There's a small companionway underneath the flight compartment. Rarely checked. You can hide there until the freighter launches.